Playing the first Mickey Mouse on the Super Nintendo, all things considered, I really enjoyed making that review, but the game was super disappointing. I really thought finding this game would be an instant classic, but it's a mediocre game of epic proportions. Some of the ideas were not very concise, and I very much didn't enjoy what they gave me for the game. However, I tried the game's sequel, and coming in with the expectations that I had from the first game, I really enjoyed what I played. From Mickey and Minnie, The Great Circus Mystery. Is it a masterful game? Not really, but it does fix some of the complaints I had about the first game. For instance, I remember having an issue with how hard the bosses were. Like seriously, even on easy mode in this game, they are the opposite. Holy cow, these are some of the easiest bosses in gaming. Like for instance, this fire boss. Yeah, not knowing what to do at first really does make the game a bit of a challenge, but once you know what to do, it really makes the game decently easy instead of super difficult. The game has easy, normal, and hard mode just like the first game. For this review, I did play the game on easy mode, just because I knew how hard the first game was. But this game is not as much as hard as the first game, and I can say for certainty that this game is pretty easy. But it's not to say that it's too easy, but the game isn't unfair difficult. I was really super surprised. What I've heard from most people is this game is freaking atrociously hard. But I didn't have a huge hard time with this one.
Well, you played it on easy mode, you weenus. Haha.
Well, yeah, I wanted to make sure I had an easy time playing the game. What are you doing back here again, anyway?
I told you I'd be back. I mean, haha.
Starting out with the Great Circus Mystery, you get to pick modes, and then you hit game start to start the game. And the thing that really sucks is when you get in and out of the options menu, you have to see that cutscene again, which is stupid and tedious to boot. Why should I have to go through this when I just saw the freaking cutscene before this?
You're stupid. I mean, yeah, I've seen this once before, but that's a bit redundant.
And Mickey, it's really not that cool. I mean, you have to watch a cutscene twice in order to play easy mode. That's really stupid and it's not cool at all.
You're not cool, haha.
What was that?
Your mother, I mean, nothing, best buddy, haha.
Okay, back to what I was saying. You hit start and the game begins. You get to pick a character. And yes, you can pick Mickey or Minnie in this game, but I've heard the attributes are basically the same. It's basically a reskinned Mickey Mouse, just to make a two-player experience. But that's not about like Goof Troop, where one is stronger and one is faster. No, it just means that you get two players on the field. With that, a cutscene will start. Mickey and Minnie are driving to a circus in a bus with their family and friends. And what is transpiring here is the only real plot we get for the game. But the thing I like about the cutscenes is when they play once, you never have to see them again. You can't skip the cutscenes, but I really do wish more games would do this. No, seriously, I do like it when games don't give me a skip option because I really want to watch the cutscenes and get me more immersed in the story, and not to have to skip it every time I die. I feel as though the story is lacking for the Great Circus Mystery, but it really does a great job of getting me immersed in the story. When you finish a cutscene, the first level begins. Now, the level design in this game to me is really great, however, it's overshadowed by the fact it is really lacking on telling me how to complete the level, or how to find the way to the next part of the levels. Seriously, sometimes also on certain boss fights like the final one, and even the first level, it took me a guide to figure out what to do. And in level 4, it's probably the worst at this. I'm just saying, when I had to look up a guide to tell me to switch to the generic Mickey outfit, to me, this effectively wasted my freaking time. Speaking of outfits, if you remember in the first game, you get outfits. In this game, they're back. And in this game, you get a vacuum one, which can help you suck up certain objects and make this cloud boss an entire joke. The hard hat outfit, which is useful to help you cling to these walls and these latch things. Yeah, I really got nothing here. The next is the cowboy outfit, and honestly, you can really get the most out of this game with this outfit. If you hold down the jump button, you'll automatically jump, and you can shoot a cork gun, which helps you defeat certain enemies and take down certain bosses. This can really help you take down the final boss, which is pathetic. Anyway, I have to say another thing that they really fixed, especially on Mickey, is the graphics. Holy crap, this is a gorgeous looking Super Nintendo game. Maybe I'm alone here, but I love the graphical quality in this game. It's a little bit dark, but I can't deny that this game is fantastic in the graphical department. Everything is super distinguishable, and I love the sprites of the characters in this game. Mickey looks great, Donald and Goofy along with the other Disney characters look excellent. Capcom did a really good job with this game's graphics.
What? You think I'm gorgeous? Haha.
In a graphical sense, yes. I think you look really nice.
Oh, shucks.
The game's controls are insanely good as well. I feel like with the level design, even with the fact that it's hard to find where you need to go, is super refreshing. It's amazing to feel that sense of control. I feel as though when I die it's my fault, whereas sometimes, especially later on in the levels, felt like a total load of BS every time I died in the first game. But here, nah, and I wasn't frustrated when I died. It puts you right back in the level, and I so wish more games would do this. Yes, it is no longer the arcade style of era in this next generation, but this is really good design, especially if you're going to play with 2 players. Also, the fact it's only 6 levels instead of the overkill 24 levels, which can be beaten super quick in a span of a few minutes, but I really don't mind this at all. I felt as though the last game was a little too overbearing and kind of bored me with all the levels that it had. It really felt like the game kind of overstated its welcome, but in that regard, this game does an excellent job of keeping me immersed while giving the levels some quality. And in this particular game, they got it completely right. While I have to say the music is kind of bland, the game really does not have much quality of music. While a bit better than the first game, it's not that good at all. But the sound is super nostalgic, and it's awesome that Capcom brought back that charm that Goof Troop and Aladdin had. I love those sounds so much. All in all, I love how this game plays. You really don't get many cutscenes, but you do get one right before the final level, and then you get one at the end of the game. Like I mentioned earlier, you get through the game, and there's really no mystery. When you get to the castle, you find Pete, and he's once again the bad guy. I'm not partial to this, as Pete and Mickey kind of hate each other. But as I stated earlier, the game is really good with the cutscenes. It helps me get immersed pretty easily, and helps me to get the gist of the story. But after defeating Pete, the whole team goes home in Mickey's bus or van. Okay, yeah, again, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. The game ends with the credits and cast, ending the game's adventure. I have not a great deal to say about the game's story. This game's story is really nothing special. It's a platformer. It's really true, though, that you don't need a good story to make a good game, and yes, this is a good game. Heck, I would go down to say this is a pretty great game. The graphics with the sounds and the level design and control are really shining here, but the music along with the gimme outfits are kind of a hinder to what I think is a really great game. But I do think this is a game you should check out if you're looking for a platformer you've never heard of before. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching.
Wait just a darn minute, Buster.
What's up, Mickey, man?
Why are you giving a score?
Well, I decided to cut that out. I want the reviews to do the talking, not the score.
But I thought you liked me.
I do. I think it's a great game. I want people to judge the game themselves. I don't want them to just base what they think on by a score. I want them to watch the actual review and think, this might be an okay game for me to play, or this is a game I should stay away from.
Oh, so you liked the game,
Yeah, I did.
Okay. See ya.
Okay, that was really weird. See y'all next time.